Hi Sagittarius, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're now covering your weekly reading for December 5th till December 11th, as you probably saw in the thumbnail and in the title. So let's see what's going on in the sky astrologically for all of us this week. Okay guys, so starting December 6th, we have Mercury going into Capricorn. So this is us thinking and communicating a little more practically, logically, having a little more serious, edgy tone, and being very matter of fact, like practical. And man, I just lost my train of thought. Like not really being joking, silly, or maybe even if you are joking, it's more of like a sarcastic, dark sense of humor. But focusing more on like building, creating, and stuff that's gonna like take us somewhere and like benefit from. Okay, it's like pushing all emotion to the side. It's like we're gonna be very focused maybe on career, work, money, the future, next year, achieving, planning, scheduling, stuff like that. Okay, and then the next day on December 7th, we have a full moon in Gemini. So of course the mutable signs will probably feel this the most, including you, Geminis, Pisces, and Virgos, or anyone who has planets in mutable signs and close to 16 degrees. So you already know with full moons, it's about releasing, letting go. There's a lot of pent up emotion and energy in the sky. And with this full moon, we may feel a little bit scattered brain, like there's too much information, or we have like information overload. Or you may feel like you're satisfied and you have all the information that you need. So just be really mindful of what you're consuming, what you're reading, writing, watching, conversations you're partaking in, what you're speaking out, that it actually uplifts you, it's positive, or doesn't do the opposite. You want to take care of your mental health around this time because it may be kind of a little bit fragile. There's a lot of tension, chaos in the air, because where the moon is complete opposite of where the sun is, because we're in your season, right? So you may really feel like, ugh, I don't like how I'm feeling right now. How you're feeling or thinking is completely different than what we're seeing externally or how you want to act. So maybe just take it easy, keep a low profile around this full moon, or try not to do too much or say too much, because we may make a mistake and, you know, blurt out something that we're like, oh man, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have even like shared my idea. Okay. And then December 9th, we have Venus moving into Capricorn. So we're going to feel more drawn towards people, places, things that we can build, create, and like benefit from. It's very kind of like matter of fact. If it don't make dollar, it don't make sense. You could even be reevaluating your relationships. Like, is this a waste of time, or is this actually taking me somewhere? Are we going somewhere, or you know, what are we doing? There's like no rose-colored glasses. We're not putting any emotions here. It can make us a little more superficial, materialistic, and so you just want to have a good balance that you're not getting too lost in these things or letting that be the end-all be-all. But it is good to like have a plan and see the truth behind everything and be building and working on things that are actually going to go somewhere, and you know, of course, not waste your time. All right, so yeah, Venus in Capricorn can make us a little bit ruthless and really focused on things that really matter and not little trivial things. So yeah, people are not going to want to mess around. People are going to be serious about the people, places, things that they love, and not want anything to get in their way. All right, okay, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. If you'd like to follow me on my Instagram or TikTok or my second YouTube channel, everything will be linked below, or I'll have it click up here or something. Okay, all right, and then also if you want to check out my poetry book called My Heart's Voice, is now out, available on Amazon. Maybe if you're still looking for a gift for yourself or for someone you love for Christmas, check it out. Maybe you will like it. Or someone who likes books, reading, poetry, love messages, love readings, not love readings, but love stories, real life, relatable feelings, heartbreak, loss, things that we go through. Maybe it'll be something you'd enjoy or someone else would enjoy. Okay? All right, guys, so let's get straight to your reading. We are looking at your health, career, work, finances, and then also your love, romance, dating, relationships, or just a relationship in general in your life, okay? Even if it's not romantic. All right, so on your side, or when it comes to your health, Sagittarius, I feel like this week you're actually like voluntarily, maybe you don't want to, but you are doing it because maybe you feel it's right or you have to. You're cutting something out. You're cutting something out. You're really kind of focusing or clearing your mind. Maybe this is like a really strong week for your mental health, or you're cutting something out of your life for your mental health or for your physical health, but maybe it's for both. Maybe you're like, I'm gonna stop doing this or eating this because it makes me literally feel sick, and I also don't like how I'm not able to concentrate or focus and do the daily things that I'm trying to do. So maybe you're taking your health more seriously this week, or you went through something or got sick, and now you're like, okay, I need to get more intentional, I need to make a plan. And you could be cutting things out. Maybe you're preparing for your birthday, or you already had your birthday and you want to look good for your celebration, but you're cutting something out. Maybe this is like a food or an allergy, or just temporarily you're like, I'm just gonna kind of detox a little bit and then have some fun later on. But you're cutting something out, or maybe you're taking a break from social media, or taking a break from talking to certain people, or just whatever that's going to help clear your mind or give you more clarity, direction, and maybe make you feel better. So I feel like you're going to have a clearer headspace, not be as confused, and you're doing something that's going to benefit you, your mental health and your physical health. So you're cutting something out, and maybe air sign is inspiring you or suggesting this to you, or someone that you listen to, follow, or you read. Maybe it could be a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and it could be a male or an older or a more older, mature male figure in your life that is helping you with this or inspiring you, okay? But I do feel like you're doing this for your own good, and it is probably going to help you or benefit you. All right, okay. And then when it comes to your career, your work, your finances, in this area of life, it kind of feels like you're a little bit bored. You're a little bit bored, or you're kind of just like unsatisfied with maybe what you're doing, or you just feel like you could be doing more, or you feel like you should switch something up. You're like, I don't know, it's just not the same as before. I feel like I need to change something, or maybe I need to like add a little bit something different to what I'm doing. Maybe it's just like not it right now. Maybe you're bored, or there's not a lot going on, or you feel like you're not as inspired, or something should change. So emotionally, it's like you're feeling kind of stuck, or maybe you're not seeing how great things are. You're not seeing how truly blessed you are. And you might be taking something that you have for granted because you've been doing it for so long, and you're just like, oh, it just comes easy to me now. It's like not even effort, it's not a challenge. And you're forgetting maybe how blessed you are, how much liberty it gives you, or how much success it's given you, or freedom. And I'm not saying that you don't have a right to feel this way, but maybe it's time to reevaluate, what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you're doing it for, and maybe there is room for more. Maybe you can improve or change something up or make it a little more interesting so that you are emotionally connected to it, excited about it. But it does feel like you might be a little bit bored or unsatisfied, and maybe you just need a little like pick me up, or you just switch something up to make it more fun. Maybe just playing some music while you study or while you work, or incorporating something new that's a little bit of a challenge or makes you think, it gets you excited. There's always something you can switch up, change, add, or modify to kind of give you that little excitement again. Okay, so just gotta figure out what that is, but emotionally you're kind of like meh, or you're kind of over it, or maybe you're just ready to check out, you're ready for vacation, you're like, I'm just ready for Christmas, I'm ready to leave. So you just maybe like emotionally kind of like checked out a little bit. Okay, like vacay mode. All right, and then when it comes to your love, romance, dating, or relationships, or maybe just a relationship in general in your life, on your side we have Justice, King of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so some of you might have Libra in your chart, maybe also Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? Or maybe even also Leo or Aries. And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have the Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and Strength. All right, so as far as who you could be dealing with, it definitely could be a Leo, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Doesn't have to be though, could be any sign, like I always say to you guys, could just be the energies this person is embodying or playing out this time, or maybe be like a mixed match of one of those, okay? So what do we have here? What is going on? it feels like competitive, like love, or maybe if it's not love, whatever, but like love, relationships, friendships, family, whatever, it should never feel like a competition, but it does. And maybe it didn't feel like that at first, but now you're starting to feel like maybe this person's almost like competing with you, or just like is trying to like be on your level, or is trying to like prove you wrong or something. And maybe this is not the first time it's happened, and this could be something that you've kind of gone through before, and now you're like, huh, that's weird, why is this happening again? But even if it's the first time, you didn't like it, they didn't give any signs of that earlier, but now you starting to, maybe by the end of the week, it could work you up. You might get kind of upset, or there could be some drama, and you're like, what? Like, it really does make you mad because you didn't do anything wrong. You've been playing fair, you've been being honest, and just talking, communicating, and doing you. And maybe just like you, this person's hardworking. They're really hardworking, dedicated to their job, career, business, whatever, and so are you. But maybe you're in similar fields, or maybe you do completely different things. Maybe you're, in computer tech or something, and this person's a chef, so it's like completely different fields, nothing related. Or you work for the same company, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it feels like this person initiated with you. They maybe gave you the opportunity or wanted to share their cup of love and take you out and talk, and you're like, okay, all right, I'm like open to it. So they initiated with you and they wanted a new beginning, and you're like, okay, sure. Like, so this could be someone you were starting to date, or someone new, or they're coming into your life. And you like that you both were hardworking, maybe had things in common, or maybe you work in the same place, or go to the same school, or you have similar values. So you're both hardworking, maybe you're both kind of like alpha, but by the end of the week, you guys clash heads. You clash heads and you realize that this person is like kind of in competition with you, and you're like, what? Like, I'm not trying to be in competition with you. Like, I'm trying to be aligned with you. Like, I want to be partners. We should be a team and work together. It shouldn't be a competition, like who's doing better, who's doing like what, like who's working harder or not. Like, that's what you probably weren't even thinking that way. But now that you see how this person is, maybe they're a little bit egotistical or prideful, or want to make you feel like their job or their title is more important than yours, or whatever. You're just like, what? It's making you clash heads, and it's just bothering you because everything else was fine, everything else was really good, and you thought maybe this could be something, or like you thought they were a cool person up till now, and it's like, great, another person who just wants to compete with me, or feels insecure or whatever because you have your ish together, and maybe they do too, but they almost feel like they need to be like better, or like one up you in some way. And you're just, the fact that they're doing that, it just feels weird, it shouldn't be that way. And maybe there's some drama, maybe work drama, or other people could be involved as well, but you may express yourself and actually like go off on them. I feel like you may go off on them and be like, I wouldn't say like yell or anything, but I think you may go off on them and just speak your mind and say like, look, like, I don't know what's your problem, why are you being like this, but I'm not okay with this. And I don't know, depending on their reaction, I think you're gonna decide whether you wanna like continue seeing them or remain in contact or not. But it's just weird because it shouldn't, the person you love, the person you're with or you're connecting with, it shouldn't feel like competition. And the fact that it does, it just leaves like a weird, makes you feel weird, it doesn't feel normal. Okay, so let's continue on and extend it to get more information to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, and maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on and extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I see you there. If not, see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.